Walk into any modern high school, and you'll see a second reality layered directly over the physical one. The smartphone is an essential extension of student life, connecting everyone, everywhere, all at once. That connection can turn chaotic in seconds. A single embarrassing photo drops into a group chat, and it is instantly flooded with a rapid-fire barrage of insults, memes, and laughing emojis. For the people sending or forwarding those messages, the distance created by the screen acts as a buffer. The cruelty feels gamified, a lighthearted joke playing out in a digital arena. If this were a fight in the cafeteria, teachers would intervene. Parents would see torn backpacks or physical bruises. But in a digital attack, the victim walks out of the school gates looking exactly the same as when they arrived. This presents a baffling contradiction. If an attack is loud, highly visible, and actively happening on hundreds of screens simultaneously, why is the resulting trauma entirely invisible to the naked eye? Cyberbullying weaponizes our connectivity. It takes the tools designed to build social bonds and twists them into instruments of untraceable psychological harm. To understand the damage, we have to look past the public group chats to the person receiving those notifications. They're usually sitting in total silence, isolated in their bedroom. A physical boundary, like locking a front door, effectively stops a traditional bully, but digital signal waves pass straight through those walls, following the victim. The central node, the victim, is under continuous bombardment, locking the nervous system in perpetual high alert. With no physical attacker to escape from, the pressure has nowhere to go but inward. The emotional pain festers silently in the mind and heart. The true danger of digital harassment relies on this structure. The cruelty of the words hurts, but it is the inescapable, always-on architecture of the environment that actually traps the victim. Internal psychological pressure eventually leaks out through subtle, observable, real-world behavioral shifts. A previously engaged student might suddenly avoid eye contact and become withdrawn. Their ability to concentrate collapses, followed by a drop in grades. At home, physical routines destabilize. They might skip meals or struggle with sudden insomnia. Paradoxical digital behaviors also emerge. A teenager might develop an intense fear of checking their own phone, or they might delete their social media accounts without warning. This simultaneous contraction across social engagement, academic performance, and digital activity indicates a coordinated psychological stress response. Since the trauma remains hidden on screens, these real-world behavioral drops act as the primary SOS signals for an observer, the first indicators that a student needs an urgent, caring conversation. Spotting these warning signs doesn't definitively prove someone is being cyberbullied, but it mandates that we break the silence and ask them what's going on. The first step is to notice and support. Reach out with non-judgmental kindness. Sit down, let them talk, and listen actively to their experience. Then, counsel them to resist the urge to retaliate. Firing back only feeds the digital conflict and creates fresh ammunition for the bullies to use later. Instead, secure the data. When someone is hurting, their first instinct is to delete the messages. Stop them. Take screenshots and save the messages as immutable evidence. The final step is to report. Bring a trusted adult, a teacher, a parent, or a guidance counselor into the loop immediately to escalate the intervention. Speaking up and asking for help is a profound act of courage and psychological strength. Notice, support, report. By mastering this protocol, we transform from passive digital consumers into responsible digital citizens, capable of building a safer, more empathetic environment for everyone.